You guys know what Roblox particle effect accessories are, right? Apart from sound effect items, they are probably the most unique type of Roblox accessory. They're not even that new though. Roblox has had these special effect hats for like a decade at this point. But honestly, recently we've had some really nice and cool looking ones, especially with the gift card items. I don't know if you guys ever redeem those gift cards and you get like these special effect accessories. I think it's fair to say Roblox is definitely improving them. However, it would be cool if Roblox officially let UGC creators add particle effects to their items. I bet people would start inventing like the most creative accessories ever. And that's what we're going to be checking out today though. Some UGC creators have made some bootleg particle effect hats. Well, I say bootleg because they're not really official, but they do look cool. So yeah, let's go and take a look at them. There's only a couple. Now the first UGC particle effect items I want to show you are actually based off a very old Roblox item. Well, it's kind of old, you know, like a decade old. This is from 2014. This is the Egg of Destiny. And yes, this was the egg which was included in the Roblox April Fool's joke. I'm sure some of you guys might have heard of this or you've seen the clips of it on YouTube. I think there's a video out there. If I find it, I'll put the footage on the screen. But yeah, somebody has created some UGC items based off this item because yeah, this does have its own effect. It's pretty basic to say the least. It is a nice effect though. It's just these sort of like purple and pink stars going everywhere. It's not bad for a free item and you know, it's getting to 10 years old at this point. I kind of wish I got this. I missed out on it back in 2014. But anyway, let's check out the UGC version. So here are the first particle accessories I wanted to show you. As you can see, yes, they are based off the Egg of Destiny. They're called the Scribble items. So we've got the Scribble top hat and the Scribble visor. There is also a shirt and pants if you want it, so I'll link these down below. And yeah, I guess we can try both of them inside of a game. You can see the particles are sort of emitting already. Obviously, these are UGC, so technically they're not real particles. They're just sort of like decals, I guess you could call it, or just like PNG images. But let's try it in a game anyway, because I want to show you guys how they work. So I have the visor selected. If I just go and remove the egg, you guys can see here it is. No, yeah, straight away, it's not exactly like the best particle effect ever. But how it works right is you walk around, and as you can see when you're moving, they do sort of change and shift about a bit. That's because they're sort of like an image on one side, so you can see when I turn around, they do change. But yeah, to be fair, it's not really as good as like the real particles, you know, it was never going to be. There's actually one thing you can do if you find an accessory that also has purple particles. Was it this one, the Spring Fairy for 300? I think that should work fairly well. Yeah, so as you can see, if you use something like this, it sort of adds particles to it. But in a way, I do kind of like it. At least they're trying right. And of course, we've got the top hat as well. So same sort of thing. The particles work by sort of turning around. Sometimes they're visible, sometimes they're not. So let me just remove the fairy quickly so you guys can see exactly how it looks. And yeah, let me know what you think about this. I think it's smart. It's definitely the only sort of particle effect which is currently possible. Maybe in the future, Roblox will let UGC creators add particles. I think that'd be a nice thing to do. Okay, so the next one I want to show you guys might be even cooler. This is glowing fire. So this is a really smart particle effect. It works just like the previous one, but it has a lot more particles. So we can see as I'm turning this round, some are visible, some are going invisible. And if you wear this with like a set of horns or something, you can actually recreate one of those limiteds. What were they called again? Those sort of like really expensive horns? I don't know. I'll find them in a second. This guy made loads of them. So shout out to JPEG Large. I've been meaning to make a video on these like ages ago. I think these came out like 6 months ago. But yeah, I finally got around to it. I'm going to add these horns, so the darker fairy horns. I don't know if that'll look good or not, but yeah, let's go and try it. Yeah, this is what I mean. The fiery horns of the Netherworld. As you can see, I've got them on my avatar. And inside of a game, this item looks really cool. This is like a really sought after limited. So many people want to get their hands on this. Well, yeah, let's try and recreate it. So let me try on the glowing fire first. I don't know how this is going to look, but let's try on the horns as well. Let's add these 66 Robux. That's pretty cheap actually. So it's looking something like this. Now, if we go and remove the real version, I think it's still going to look pretty good. Yeah, I like that. It's not actually that bad. Obviously, the fire doesn't really glow too brightly. You could always combine it with that flaming mohawk. I can't remember how expensive that was, but it's definitely not as expensive as the real limited. But for a UGC particle effect, I think this is very good. Is that how you spell it? Mohawk? I think so. So it was the fire one. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 500 Robux. So it's not bad. So if you combined it with this, you would sort of really get the fiery horns at like a discount price. Yeah, I kind of like that. I think that works very well actually. I think that's everything I wanted to show you in today's video. I'll link the accessories down below in the video's description if you guys want to purchase them. And yeah, that's it for today. So see ya.